Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Then the court demands you fast again. The lady in question at once is the English woman sitting at the very university's professor's table was a certain Miss Jazia Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yimei. What? What happened here? I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. I'm sorry. It must now be up to you. It must be. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Dang, you leave it into the judge's hands, huh? Very well. Very well. My thoughts on the matter is as follows. Thus far, the case which presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise, namely that the victim was dining alone. Wait. Huh? We're in no scheme like what in the world? However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desertion of our justice system to ignore the truth and give Excellency. But that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling order to send to the telegraph a report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other influence to proceed to the proceedings of my courtroom. Inspector Hosagana. Yes, sir? Would you will locate this Jezebel Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the uttermost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. What? That means you'll be going against the special orders that you've been given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all my investigation flawlessly. So back up, prosecutor. So it won't be a problem. I guess it won't be. Nothing will get in my way. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Jazazil Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear, prosecutor? Yes! Oh, I'm so sorry, Your Excellency! Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before we reconvene. Now get out my courtroom! Heck yeah, I'm saving this. Y'all lost your minds. I'm about to tear homegirl up. November 22nd, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judiciary Defendants Antechamber 5? Excellent work, Renowski. That was superb. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, look at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. That's cold! It was a grim sight. It was a grim sight. But I knew it. You started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might be a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it. It's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see inside the courtroom again. Anyway, it looked like we exposed your phantom lady at last. Huh? Miss Jazia Brett. A student from Great Britain, is she? That's why I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him. Like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. And dang it, I wanted to holler at her and get her phone number. Dang it, I missed out. And I left out the restaurant too early for that. Did you see what happened with that? No. I didn't see any of it. I just ran. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. And then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And right after I bent down to pick it up, I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had came from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet, and he bundled me. Yeah, he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I had no idea what happened outside the dining area. Are you there? Well done, both of you. Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, yes. It seems you planned this from the start. You arranged these things so that it won't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Yes. Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference, lawyer or otherwise. If I am the kind of man who can't help his best friend observe from the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. Wait, what? What are you saying, Cosima? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'll feel that way. Kaza? Well then, it looks like it comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes. You need to prove you're innocent and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to the case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, how did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you probably are aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UME. And it was I who invited him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish, to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went extraordinary lengths to hide. Huh? Yes, and I'm sure that the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to squash your case. But I have no doubt that that you pair will put up a good fight right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you. Now then, I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There is something I think we may need. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Defendant Naruto! The court recess is over. Make your way back inside the courtroom at once, fool! It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal decisive blow before those old fossils knows what hit them. What? Thank you. Really? What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I already have been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend. I know I changed up Kazuma's voice too many times. Coming from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he is really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. All right then. I'll say the thanks. I'll say the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those shishkiyaki meals I like from the UN cafeteria on University Street, with an extra large portion, of course. Alright, cool, deal. The court here. I'm sorry. The court hereby resume the trial of Renosuke Netaharo. Prosecution Archie, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yes, Your Excellency. Against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Sorry. My bad? Let the government scrutinize, that's their job. It's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely for good relations we forge with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation founders? Again, terribly sorry. Dang dude, my bad. If the friendship between two nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to say about that. I mean, my bad. You really have nothing to say about that, Renosuke? What you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is that our nation's justice system? I mean, is this what our justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or England? Shut up, you jumpy, you jump up, rookie boy. And your friend knows nothing. You and your friends know nothing. Nothing that the situation of our nations stands itself in. Whew. By aligning ourselves with a great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy never been more critical. You dumb whippersnappers. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. Now bow down, you foes. My friend has spoken with my hair on top of my head. I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student. And one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here and no idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the card? Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I've been working undercover as the head. No, yes, we know about all. We know all about you already. We're talking about the lady, not you. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, there's always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. Or the one thing you sure of. Oh yeah. I mean, oh yes. I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing, yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Renanosuke, but your powers of observation aside, your powers of this description are surely lacking. Sorry, boy, you my boy and all, but your description of somebody is a little off. Guilty. So, dear lady, once again, it will make me trouble for your name and occupation, please. Boom! You fools. I am the mass murderer. I mean, my bad. I'm not even gonna read all that. I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what? The lady said her name is Jessica Brett and she comes from England, from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in Yumi University Medical Facility. Oh my, what a treat to hear dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song. As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You obviously do fine in England, Cosima. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Huh, not for you. You clearly have been paying attention in your English class, Renanosuke. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago at a restaurant called Le Carnaval, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? Yes, I was there. I ain't had no steak though, so back up, fool! She says, yes. This could take some time. Really? This is gonna take some time? All that? Even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese? She says she'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the bureau. Well now, my dear lady, would you be so kind to cast your eyes over this photographic print, aka picture? As you say, seeing as you were unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, would it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Apparently it was very frightening. And sorrow sight. What do you mean? Do you mean to say? Yes, it would appear that the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused standing right over there in the courtroom and shot the victim in cold blood. Oh, that's cold. You gonna blame me for this? Order in the court. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have absolute conclusive witness statement. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear with who our real enemy is. Huh? Unfortunately, I have to ask you to formally testify, if you will please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrow sight you described. I'm about to kick your tail. I had arranged to meet on a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. Yes. I did not carry a gun myself, so I obviously couldn't have been the culprit. This command. No, no, I did not have any. I did not have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Objection!
Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard! And look at this Snow White angel. I've seen at your dark mind scoundrels like. You can't imagine the words the court is going to believe that you stupid little punk! You shot the fool! Uh-oh. You're still making the same mistake, Ruinuski. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying! Of course. I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and had the two witnesses testify before and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. Testimonies of the two last witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so, on the day of question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere on her person where she could conceal a firearm. Great. I think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Useless! And until precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown in this moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness' own words in that matter. That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I can prove it. Wait, that's a good look up her dress? Don't think about anything harsh, Ruminuski. But I didn't fire the gun. I picked it up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means the lady is hiding the gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we'll need to pull her testimony apart. That's that tart, that skank. Oh, yes, yeah, I can see. You going down, old man? And that hussy too, oh heifer. That day. Really?
Yes.
After 2 p.m. in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it? You don't keep up with the latest fashion from Britain, do you? Late lunches are in vogue, isn't that right? No. Huh? On decisive English, no. There's quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. It was apparently that a daily occurrence that would lunch together. But on the day of question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which I can prove for the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Ms. Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Such wonderful logic. What shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is. So you both arrive at the restaurant. What happened next?
Yes.
He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just didn't had a tooth removed from the Hata clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check the witness before answering. Miss Brett, are you aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She heard that from the professor while from the professor was have some dental treatment. So that means it was you who ate them steak pictured here. Isn't that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows exactly as was left after horrifying events. Exactly as it was left? Dear me, what a harrowing experience. To have traveled to a distant land on the far side of the world, to be embroiled in such tragic incident. I have no fear, my dear lady, have no fear. Ouchie, was my great-great-great-great-grandson withstand pain? I swear I will curse the evil fiend that subjects you to this terrible plight. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to do, nothing to eat. That's right. No other than carbonated water. Just water? Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. It so appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They raised a glass of carbonated water? What do you think, Romanesque? About this witness statement? You know what? It's meaningful, dude. Dang it! That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a found bearing on this case. Well, 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 how fascinating. Do you tell with the profound bearing, this profound bearing, Significant statement that will become apparent when the time is right. Defense will cause the witness' last statement to be firmly added to the testimony. Well, sidestep, counsel. Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you said to be added to the official testimony. Gladly, she said. That was brilliant, Cosmo. That was brilliant, Cosmo. I was going to remember that one. Which one? The significant will be apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase. Oh, I hope some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Romanesque. You got no faith in me? I ordered a beefsteak, and the professor and I sit cheers over a glass of carbonated water. Wait, before I do that, hold on. I don't want to be stupid. Cause I have a feeling I'm gonna get this wrong. Let's just say you had carbonated water, right? Wait, let me look at that again. Carbonated water, huh? Right.
Yes.
Let's see what that had to say. Do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing that the victim's table at the scene of crime, and that it was exactly how it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Dang it! Well, that's, it's very odd. Dear me, what is the defense's inability to express itself? Romanesque? What about this print that looks odd to you? Well, it's obvious. It's the chairs. The chairs? Miss Brett, you just told us. Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, should there be two glasses on the table, not one? Oh. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only one glass picture here. As we supposedly impressed this nitpicking over our menu, right? What possible difference does the presence of all our stained glass make on this case? Mennonite, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed the glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do anything so reckless. But there should have been two glasses on the table. Or are you the one trying to tell me that you can clink only one? You're quite right. I certainly took two glasses to the table. Huh. Yeah. Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I've been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious. Sorry. There. As I assured the court before, this is no of coincidence at all. Oh, please. You must remember that the student just had murdered this lady luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who will blame her for her consuming a glass or two in her state disarray? That's absurd. Oh, really? So as we take it that you are going to now accuse this vulnerable young beautiful woman of mischief? What? No. This can't be put down as mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. Handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women from England. In England. So the beautiful young lady very gracefully explained how she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass have absolutely no bearing in the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with his logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing. He's my friend. No more pretense. No more pretension accusation. You have wasted enough already! Enough time already! Indeed, the lady has offered satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. I think henceforth that we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel, for the defense, you are in agreement? Well, I don't know really. If you wanted to pursue the matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass anyway. She took the glass away in her handbag. Is there a deeper significance? There it is. Wait. The handbag. Wait. The lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes. Do try to keep up. That being explained to the court in all English and all items. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There is no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag. Dang it. Which would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you picked up on that too. Are you a shooting agent? You vile blackguard? That's right, fool. You got that right. I'm ensuing that. It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. He didn't fire the gun. We can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. You can't be serious! You can't be seriously suggesting Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Jessie or Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, of course you didn't. No, sir, I did not. As I thought. You got whipped. In other words, another gun, the one that actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. Well, no! Hold on. What's the meaning of this, Inspector? The meaning of what, Prosecutor Ouchie? Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag to show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Do you think so, Kazuma? Oh, dang, dude, you didn't get that checked. Any situation. No fight for the police.